Oh, come on.
You're in 10.
No,
12. Skipped it.
Riley, oh, you didn't beat it.
Oh, Riley.
Oh.
Ah, yeah. Good we got that on camera.
G'day and welcome to the MacPack podcast.
We're back.
My name's Jake McKenna and to my left, this week in order of the biggest LA Rams fan, it's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy? Yeah.
Jake, I'm going great, and my Rams won. I've always been a massive Rams fan. I'm not just jumping on the bandwagon. I love them.
Congrats, Joey boy. Who's the quarterback?
Not sure on that one.
And to my right, coming in at 6-1, as it does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Ginger Boy. Ginger Boy, how are you?
Odell Beckham is his name. And the
not.
Super Bowl was his game.
It's not. He's not a quarterback.
Odell Beckham.
He's a wide receiver. And to my right, boys, a whole heap of stuff to talk about on this week's episode of the podcast.
Yep.
We've got Super Bowl chat.
Oh.
We seem
Well informed on that one.
We've got the PNC Jam-On Dual Party to debrief. Yeah. We chat about Wii Sports and we have a Neighbours home and away quiz, which we promised last week. It's a massive app, so let's get into it. Boys,
Brother Mingo.
How are we all? Well?
We're great, but the Rams are better.
The Rams are going all right.
I can't believe they won.
Odell
What
Beckham just throwing
throwing
touchdowns and
balls,
stuff.
yeah.
Anyone actually watch the game?
No, I didn't.
Nah, I was working.
I watched the mini movie on KO last night.
Oh
Yeah, the highlights.
It was delightful. Yeah, that's probably all you need to see. It was actually quite a close game.
Yeah,
It would have been quite interesting to watch.
It was a steal,
Now that I
man.
work, I used to follow the NFL quite a lot, but majority of the games in Australia played at like Monday morning.
Yeah. Or
So
like
if you have a
super late.
full-time job,
Not watching much.
not a chance. It's a good thing about the basketball. Basketball's on Saturday, Sunday, so you can always sort of take part in
Get around it.
a percentage of the season. I actually was unaware of Odell Beckham being an LA Ram
Me too.
until he caught the first touchdown. He was the first touchdown scorer.
Oh, king. He also broke his knee or something.
Yeah, Dad mentioned that,
Broke
but
his knee.
that wasn't in the KO.
Wasn't in the highlights.
mini-series,
Yeah.
no. So
Yeah, apparently later on, it was even just like, it wasn't like a massive play. He was just sort of like running
yeah.
to get the ball,
Yeah.
for sports stuff. And yeah, he just like, like turned a little bit weird. And he
I
was
love
just
when
fucked.
Joe's our sports expert. That's just a really...
Yeah, well,
It's a
the fact that
dire period.
you're getting the news from Dad on the NFL.
Well, I was literally sitting here watching it, and Dad walked past the window and goes, "That first guy, bloody touchdown guy, broke his leg," and just kept walking.
Yeah, he's going to be out for like 8
Worst spoilers in the world.
8 months.
weeks or months. I don't know.
8 weeks is a quick recovery. The coolest part about the Super Bowl, bro. See the guy who proposed to his girl after?
No.
One of the Rams proposed to his...
one of the players.
One of his girlfriends.
Yeah, he picked one.
He proposed to his girlfriend like on the field while they were celebrating.
Nice.
She came out.
Way to make it about you.
Yeah, I saw
He's a bench player.
I saw a comment on the TikTok of the proposal, and it was like, "Oh boy, that family got 2 rings that day."
Whoa.
Whoa.
Do you reckon all the team like knew it was going
yeah.
down?
I thought, why did I
know what I was
immediately
thinking?
envision that as 2 very different rings? Did anyone else
Nah.
play on?
Do you know what
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like a
Like anal?
anal?
Yeah. Anal rings.
What's an anal ring?
Like an asshole.
Anal bead, isn't it? That's what I'm familiar with.
It's been a good start. It's been a good start. We got through 4 minutes without getting a bit off. topic.
Do you reckon like?
It's got to be a record.
Do you reckon he like mentioned it in like the team group chat?
The anal beads?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be running that
Who's
quick
been
today,
using
boys.
my beads? So it's better than
But what I was gonna,
they've
what,
got-
what I was thinking
the-
though, imagine being him, right? Do you reckon the nerves are more for the game or for the
Beads
fucking
after the game?
proposal after?
Oh.
no, well,
Because like he'd be thinking like, "Fuck, if we lose this game, I'm just not proposing to her."
yeah, we just proposed another time.
Yeah, but then it's
I think the Rams have
then
only
when I-
ever won it once before, haven't they?
I don't know.
Again, another
No idea.
uneducated stat. We should
Yeah.
probably do a bit of research.
It's big balls to propose. Day off.
Yeah, okay, big.
He must have big ones.
All right. Well, we'll check in. You don't know his name though?
Nah.
So did he have
He
the
was
ring on him, like while he was playing?
I don't know. Maybe.
In his sock.
Yeah, in one of his pads.
In
Maybe.
his helmet or something.
In
He
his
was wearing
mouth.
it.
In his anal. Boys, how was the what do you call that other thing they did? The halftime show.
Oh, that was sick.
Did you watch that?
I heard some big names for this.
Eminem.
Eminem
was there. Yeah.
Eminem.
Yeah, took a knee.
Very cool.
For was it for 50 Cent?
What?
Was it I think it was for 50 Cent because he 50. No, what's the other guy's name?
Snoop
Tupac.
Doggy Dogg.
Tupac.
Oh yeah, because
6 pack.
What?
Tupac passed away.
Not recently.
No, that's why they
shot in the 90s.
No, but they played a Tupac like
Song.
keyboard riff,
Okay.
and
took
it was
a knee.
during
He
that he
kneeled
took a
in
knee. Yeah, he took a knee
in
during that.
respect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Out of
for our
respect.
boy.
I thought it was like for like BLM or something.
Well, I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
not
It's just why.
black.
He's allowed to support the cause.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
you know, you do you.
it was cool though.
Eminem.
But that's the thing. Like they burnt like how many artists? 7 artists played or something. That's like they burnt 7
lot.
shows.
Yeah,
Like
do
they
you
could have
know?
got 1 per show.
Oh, that's not usually. Everyone just tries to. Straight as they get named as like where you're doing the halftime
Bowl.
show. It just becomes a big wank fest. It's just like, oh well, let's be the best yet.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know
Like,
who got
The
named
Weeknd did it,
initially,
though.
but I think he
Weeknd
then
did.
invited people to come on board.
Yeah, the weekend
Ken
was
did.
sick. The weekend.
Weekends
last
was
year
so good
like
last year.
dope. The weekends was better than this year.
I'm hearing this one was the best yet.
I didn't know
as
who,
a man
I
who's
didn't know
never
who some of the people were. They're so old.
Yeah.
50 was 50 Cent there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't play his bangers though.
What did he play?
Does he have
He didn't play
bangers?
PIMP.
Sing it for us so we can know.
No. And I don't know who's that chick. Who's that chick?
Fergie probably.
Fergie.
Oh, was
I
it?
have no idea.
It was probably-
She's getting old, man.
It was probably Fergie.
She's getting old.
It's always Fergie.
Fergie.
It's always.
I'm surprised they let her back after the NBA.
I don't think it was actually
Oh,
Fergie. All right. Well, hopefully you didn't come here to be educated on Super Bowl
Yes,
stats.
man,
We've given you a good little
Super Bowl
run
for
sheet as
dummies.
what didn't happen.
Yeah, this is the one fact we had written down was that
The Rams won,
and
boys.
then so the Rams are from LA, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
where Hollywood
That's
is.
the only fact we have.
Hollywood is in LA.
Hollywood, and they're changing the sign.
The Hollywood.
The
The
Hollywood
Hollywood
sign.
sign to say Rams House or some shit. Like,
Is that gonna fit? They're gonna need more letters.
well,
yeah?
that's the thing. It's like,
That'll be the
If it
first
was
time.
like-
For how long?
yeah, exactly.
When does it
Till
stop
they
being
lose
the
the
Rams
ball.
now?
And also, it's not even like clever. It's not like Rammy-wood or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a different word.
When you first told me, I thought it was gonna use what do you call it? A palindrome and use similar letters.
You'd think, yeah.
But there's no R in Hollywood.
No, not that I know. of.
no, I don't even know if it's the same amount of
That's what I
letters.
think it is.
Yeah, like maybe like tourists will come in. And
Rams.
Oh,
it's like, oh, we're in the wrong spot.
We're in Rams
This
House.
must
Yeah.
be the budget Hollywood.
Oh my goodness.
Rams house. It's all happening.
How was the how was the
Remember that movie? Rams?
Ram review?
We did a Ram review. Yeah, we did. That was the prime of us.
Go back. That was season 1. We went and watched the great classic Australian movie Rams.
Was it a
If
great?
you've never heard of it, you're in the majority, I reckon.
It was quite gutted.
I think you shat on it for like a good 10 minutes.
Mm.
Said it was really bad, and the bloke from Tell 'Em You're Dreaming wasn't as fruitful as you thought he might have been,
Oh, yeah.
considering he's like 93 now. You know, goodness me.
Oh, yeah. But what else did we get up to this weekend, Jamie?
We went to
We
the
partied.
Jamo and Dill PNC.
Party. It was fucking. I had a great time
Why are you looking at me like that?
because I didn't know where you were going with it.
Yeah, it was a party
Yeah, it
on
was-
Friday night. It was down at the Aberdeen Hotel, which
Bloody oath.
is a place I've never been to and will
Me
likely
neither.
never be to again. Not because it was bad, just because
Just cause.
it's in the city.
Funny story about that. That old chestnut, the Aberdeen Hotel, has Scantech, and as you know, one of my friends does not get let in Scantech
Yeah,
places.
true.
Have we told you about this, Joey?
You're aware of the big Scantech ban.
Scantech, yeah.
Yeah.
That
So we pull up at the party, and
Yeah.
old mate's coming. He won't be named, but old mate was coming to the party.
Old mate knows who he is.
So we get there, and we go up to the bouncer, and he's like, "It's a no-go for old mate over there."
Yeah.
So we're like spewing. So we head over to Henry Summer, just across the road for a little bit to suss a plan, and then we go back and we're like,
we
"Oh,
went to suss a plan. We went in there for like an hour and a half and
Yeah,
drank a few
It was a
cordials.
complex plan.
yeah, we bookied anyway."
We booked it.
But then we wanted to
part of
make
the
our way
plan.
back to the big party over the road.
Yeah, obviously.
So we were like, he was like, "All right, it's been an hour. Maybe
Cool.
he forgot
just
my
drop
face."
his drop his name. Yep.
Oh, maybe he's forgot my face. We'll just go straight in.
Touch my face.
And he went to walk in, and the bouncer was like, "Nah, no go, bro." And he shoved him to the curb. Bit of a dog move from the bouncer.
It's a bit intense.
Oh shit. But mate and his girlfriend just walked down the road a little bit just to chill.
Yep.
They realised that there was a door right next to
Yeah, he got in.
the thing, and he just cracked open the door, climbed under a few tables, and he was in the party.
It was quick because he was almost in there quicker than I was in there. Like
yeah.
we just got in, said g'day to like the handful of people that we knew in there. He was on my shoulders, I swear, like mere moments after, going, "No fucking!" And I just turned around, I was like, "Oh my god, we're kicking into a fight. We've been here for fucking a minute." I turned around and it was him just bouncing around, not trying to draw any attention to himself at his 6'4" frame.
Yeah, it was good. It was good times. Good,
Yeah,
great
it was
times. And we
splendid.
also saw the Misfit Mind Boys.
Yeah, we ran into the Misfit Mind Boys. They're
That's
lovely.
it. They were funny. They're the boys
Will
who-
and Seb.
Yeah, that's it. They're the boys who snuck into
Optus Stadium on
the
grand
grand
final day. Snuck in,
they're
had
on
a
the
few.
news, mate.
Did they get in trouble for
Yeah,
that?
they're on the. They
Yeah,
were gonna
yeah.
get.
They went to they were going to go to court, but it never really stood up.
They got banned from AFL games for a while as well.
Yeah, so they can't go to the AFL. They can't go to any AFL games for 5 years, and they can't go to Optus Stadium for 3, which is quite a penalty.
They don't check ID though yet.
Yeah, I think
That's a good
I don't
point.
know many other people who are banned from Optus
Yeah, true,
Stadium,
yeah.
so I think it would be pretty easy to just go.
These guys.
These are the,
Funny,
these
I got
are
a
the boys.
little. Are you guys done with your little story about your party?
Yeah.
I got a funny story about the Aberdeen. Well, it's not really a funny story, but one of my mates used to work there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
When it was like,
Name, fake name if you want.
nah, he knows who he is.
Cool.
It was more for us.
And he worked there where it was like Humble, which was like more of like the
I know who
rave
it is,
sort
yeah.
of nightclub bit.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, one time, pretty wild scenes sometimes, like
Yeah, yeah.
open till like pretty late. At one time,
Very cool.
yeah, some girl took a shit on the dance floor. and that's
Yeah, nice.
basically.
Good.
That's cool.
That's what you want.
Actually, I saw some shit on the dance.
Goodness me. But yeah, no, it was a good event.
Great time.
Shout out to the boys.
Shout out
We
to
had
the
a good
boys.
chat with a lot of the boys.
Fuck yeah. They're all on it. They were loving life.
Yeah, as you should be. We are going to do a live event. It won't be a party because it's not really my vibe.
You guys are a bit old.
Yeah, but we do want to do a live podcast at some stage, and as we see the numbers growing quite exponentially on the downloads in particular,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we might need a bigger room.
Bigger
potentially.
venue. Ooh.
We'll see.
Someone
We'll
call
see.
RAC.
Well, once you factor in all of our mates that are going to come,
Yeah.
and then you factor in like a lot of people who listen who... anyway, it's going to happen. It'll probably happen this year. Stay tuned.
Hell yeah. So apparently the boys have been getting up to no good recently.
Who's the boys?
Just the lads, just the usual lads. I won't name drop any names.
Okay, just a couple of alleged
good friends of
legends.
yours, eh?
The good that they've been getting up to has been very no
No good.
good.
Oh, good.
So the boys saw this TikTok a few weeks ago, and it was this guy saying how to climb basically this building in the city, and get on, and there's a lovely view.
Cool hangout spot. I think I've seen this
Cool
one.
hangout for the boys, and the boys were like, "All right, let's do it."
Le boys.
I was busy this night, so I didn't make it, but the boys told me exactly what went down.
Nice. Allegedly.
So yeah, allegedly.
Always
So this could
allegedly.
have, yeah. Anyway, so the boys, the original plan was to go get the Have you seen those Kmart wiggle carts?
I can confirm I have not.
Okay, well
No,
they're these
neither.
little like wiggle carts that basically like a ripstick that you sit down on.
Oh,
And
I'm
it goes
imagining like
I thought you
Jeff.
said a wiggle card.
No,
Yeah, like
cart.
Jeff and Murray.
Nah, it's like a little go kart that you sit down on, and it like, you can rip around. on it
Okay,
and pick
a
up pace
ripstick.
with momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they were all over TikTok as well. And the plan was to go get them from Kmart. They're only like $30, and then go down really steep hills in car
I did
parks.
see one of your friends share this on his story.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. And but that was a no-go. They've ran out of wiggle carts all over WA. It's a big thing
I
on
know.
TikTok. It's
Wiggle,
very
wiggle,
viral.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah.
Anyway,
Do the wiggle.
so the boys were like, all right, what else can we do? And the boys
Da-da-da.
were like, oh, we could do this instead. So they found this little spot, and they were like, let's check it out. So it was a Thursday night, I believe, they said.
Allegedly.
And so they went down to the city. They parked in just over the bridge in Northbridge, and then they walked over to the city, and it's right next to where the train station is in the Perth CBD.
Yep.
Right next to the Perth Arena and the blah blah blah. Those places, and then there's the building on the corner. I think is the culprit. The building that you get up on, and you can walk
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course. And you can walk down this street, and then there's like tucks in, and there's like a Nando's and a barber shop and all this kind of stuff. But it's like the side street of this main street.
Yeah.
And
Is
that's-
this Perth side or is this Northbridge
Perth side.
Okay, yeah, I know the one.
Yep. they trundled in, and they were looking around, and I think they broke into 3 and 3, the lads. So the first group of 3 went in first.
Yep.
They had their face masks on, and they went in, and they noticed.
COVID safe.
Is that necessary? Are you outside?
Mainly for the cameras, I think.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly, you would always say.
Allegedly.
For the cameras. Anyway, so they walked in, these alleged guys, right? And they were like, oh, there are a few cameras, so we might have to be a bit quick here because someone could be watching. Big Brother could be watching.
Yeah.
And then, so they waited for the boys, and the boys came, and they're like, right, let's go. We don't want to loiter. Let's go. And
Loitering is an alleged offence.
so there's 2 fences that you have to climb, one on a stairwell and one on the ground. But they're both around 10 feet tall. They're both very tall. They sent me some photos. They are tall.
Allegedly, they sent.
Allegedly, they sent me
yeah.
some photos. So yeah, they looked at this fence
Which
and
have
they were
since been
like,
destroyed.
yeah, okay.
Allegedly.
It was on Snapchat.
They're
They're gone
sketches.
forever, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they drew them out. That's good.
Yeah. So they looked at this wall, and
yeah.
Not to scale.
they looked at this wall and they're like, oh boy, like that is tall. But then they realized that it's right behind this cafe allegedly, and it's kind of like the cafe bench, so you can get up on the top. And that gives you an extra 2 meters. So you're only jumping 8 feet at this point.
2 feet.
8 feet, 2 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get up on the top of this bench, 2 of the boys.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, they get up on the top of this fence, 2 of the boys, right? And then one of the boys was like, all right, well, maybe we can put something. Let's grab a table from this cafe and put it over the fence, and we'll use that as like a little jump down, as a little thing, and then it will help us get up over the top. So this guy was tugging at these tables, right?
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, of course. But they were nailed into the floor. They weren't going anyway. So there was a little bit of loitering around going on at this point. A little bit like 30 seconds of just like standing around this thing. Boys all dressed in black from the photos that I saw allegedly. And they were like, right, let's just go. Let's just go, boys. Fuck the table. Let's just go. So one of the boys gets up. He muscles up all the way to the top. Then another boy jumps up as well. And as the first boy hurdles over and makes contact with the ground, the second that he makes contact with the ground from the Snapchats that I received, allegedly, the brightest white light that you will ever see.
No.
Beams on, son. Beams. And the loudest security alarm that you've ever heard
Wow.
goes off. Millisecond in, right? And this guy on TikTok has vlogged it. Nothing to worry about. Nothing like this ever happening.
Hang on, so one of these people in this story has shared it on TikTok.
No. So the way they saw it, the way they found this place was on TikTok.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What I'm imagining is this guy's posted the video.
It's like a tutorial.
Thousands of people have seen it.
And now the
Imagine traffic in this area was going up
gone up.
slightly, allegedly.
Okay,
Exactly,
yeah.
allegedly. And so as he makes contact with the ground and the alarms go off, the Snapchats are still rolling. One of the boys is holding a camera. And that is all the footage has now been deceased. But then the second one lands as well. So there's 2 guys over the fence at this point. Alarm going off, bright light, brighter than the sun, brighter than any high beam you've ever seen, is going off on these lads. It looks like pure daylight.
If they move, does the light follow them?
No, it's just like one.
It's just one big
high
light.
beam
Oh,
from the
okay.
top.
I'm
It's gone.
imagining like they're on Broadway.
Yeah.
So the alarm's off, and this second guy's gone.
He was on his way over as well.
Okay, yeah.
So they both went together. But as the
Allegedly.
guy literally touched the ground, bang, bang. 2 of these boys, right? 2 of the boys, one of them holding the camera, starts running.
Yeah.
Takes 2 steps around this corner. Security guard standing right in front of him. And they're like, uh-oh. By the time they turn around, one of the boys that was over the fence that had made contact with the ground, the first guy that made contact with the
now
ground,
jumped.
already behind him, and the other 3 boys who weren't over the fence trailing, right?
What about the other bloke?
Oh, yeah, he was with the other 3 boys that were behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone's up over this 10-foot fence
Everyone's over.
again.
But
How quickly did he scale a 10-foot fence?
within milliseconds. That was the crazy part. The 2 boys, like, I got the Snapchat, right? He was filming. By the time that he took 2 steps and got to the security guard, turned around, old mate was right next to him.
Unreal.
Insane athleticism from the bloke.
Unreal.
And then the boys just ran. They just booked it. They got out of there fast and steady. And the guy was like, the cops are coming. Like, once that alarm goes off, the coppers,
The GRS alarm.
they're on their way.
Yeah.
But the boys got away scot-free. Scot free.
Scot free.
But now they're
Allegedly.
but now they're thrill seekers and they want to do more.
They're going to
Yeah,
go.
More of this.
Are they going back to the well?
Oh, they're not going exactly there,
The
but
10-foot well?
they've been discussing about doing this kind of stuff a bit more because it is a bit of innocent fun. You know,
Allegedly.
you're just
No
going.
one's getting hurt.
Yeah, you're just going in a place that you shouldn't really be.
Why do they not let people go into these like abandoned joints? Because there are a few, especially in like Freo.
I guess danger. No one's in charge of it. No one's responsible.
It always seems to be
if
a
you
lot
get
of
hurt.
security around the space though. Like, surely it would be cheaper just to demolish the place.
I don't know. Did you see someone purchase the old Freo power station?
Yeah.
Someone bought it.
Yeah, someone's bought it. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with it, but yeah, someone's bought it. Someone owns it now.
Right.
There you go.
So if you're a thrill seeker, you might not be able to go down to the old power station.
Oh,
Who knows? All right, boys. This week we asked the people of Perth, did you have a Wii? You know, one of those Nintendo Wiis
back in the day.
back in the day.
Of course we did. We loved the Wii.
We loved the Wii. Yeah.
We
and
did.
More
We had a Wii.
specifically, the game that came with it, Wii Sports.
Wii Sports was all time. We also asked people of Perth what sort of sport
People
they
of
enjoyed
Australia.
playing on the Wii Sports console.
And the reason why we brought it is because the long-awaited sequel to Wii Sports has just been announced.
That's
in
what
the
they're telling
past
me,
week.
Joey.
Nintendo Switch Sports
Oh shit.
is coming out in the end of April.
That's huge news.
That's
Junior boy, could be a little birthday surprise for you, mate.
Ooh. Does that mean there's more games, or are they just going the classic 5?
Yeah, so do you want me to
Yeah.
read out the sports?
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 classics straight off the bat. We got tennis and bowling.
So it's just the rinse and repeating?
Yeah, basically. Well, they're like revamped,
Okay.
redone. So the way you play it now is with the Joy-Cons, the little
Yep.
Switch controllers. So we got those two. Those two are classics. 2 of probably the most popular Wii Sports games.
Yep.
The next one,
So just what is that game you play? What's the thing? What's the console?
Switch.
Switch. There's no sensibility of like remote controlling.
Nothing like the Wii.
No,
Like
it's
a
exactly like
controller?
the Wii.
Then why are you using joysticks? Why don't
No,
you?
it's called a Joy-Con. It's the little controller, like half
Oh.
of the controller,
Okay.
because you can split it off.
Oh, okay,
Very
yep.
cool.
Yeah,
So,
so
it's
you
the
hold that
same,
in your
the
hand,
same
yeah.
as a Wii remote.
Exactly the same, just
Okay.
a bit smaller.
Good.
Okay, so we got tennis, we got bowling, and then we've got football. So this
like
one,
NFL,
no, soccer.
soccer.
Ah.
Then
Yeah,
They call
oh,
it
sorry, I said
football.
football on the website. This one's interesting because it comes with, so when you buy the Nintendo Switch Sports game, it comes with a leg strap.
Oh, so you
So
can
you-
kick the soccer ball.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the mechanics are for running around and stuff, but you kick it by literally like
Kicking.
swinging your leg.
Yeah. All
Which should
right.
be interesting to say the least.
Nice.
The next 2, they've got badminton and volleyball.
Shit.
Some people
That would
were
be
like,
hard.
some people thought, I mean, badminton seems like a bit of a cop out because it's basically tennis.
Tennis, and then
Volleyball is like,
basically the
it's just-
same again.
yeah, people were not too happy about all these net sports.
But volleyball would be hard because like there's a lot of different.
Because you got to do the
hits
hit
in
up
volleyball.
and the hit up and then the spike.
Yeah, and like how do you do like how do you determine whether or not it's a set?
Can we agree that what is it? Fucking what's the other one?
Or
Badminton
badminton.
and tennis are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
They're basically just
Yeah,
getting
that's
2 for
the
1.
same.
They're getting a 2 for 1 deal on that game.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the final
There's
one.
more.
So there's 6 games. The final one is Chambara.
Oh boy.
No,
Yep,
not
the
sure what
old-
that is.
You know, the family favorite, Chambara. You know, you can get the kids around. You know, in school, you should go around to the Chambara courts and have a game.
What is Chambara?
So essentially what it is like, it's like a circle sort of thing that you stand on, and it's basically just swords, but you try and like beat the other person and like knock them off the
Oh,
sounds
it's
like
almo-
fencing.
it's more like, you know, in that pool game, you know, like in like Wipeout and stuff like that, where they're like up on the big thing and they have like the things that are like hitting the other person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gladiator.
Yeah, okay.
So those are the games we got coming out.
So they got rid of golf
What a
and
weird.
and
And
Yeah,
baseball.
so-
Baseball was iconic.
And boxing.
Yeah, but so Nintendo have started doing like expansion packs. So like they just
DLCs.
released the DLC for Mario Kart. So now you can get like
The
an
downloadable
extra 50 Mario Kart courts. So what people are thinking is they're gonna wait and release golf in the autumn release, along
around-
with other games, because they don't want. The thing with Wii Sports is massive game when it first came out.
Yeah,
Everyone got the Wii, everyone played it, and then it's kind of like,
dropped off.
I mean, you've played.
Well, they
you
should have
know,
done a
played
Wii
tennis so many
Sports
times.
2 years ago.
There was Wii Sports Resort, but it was And it was like basketball and shit and that, but
Oh.
it never really took off. I used to play
Yeah.
it at Satchin's house when we weren't playing Wizards.
Shout out to Sachin.
He wasn't eating bark.
But yeah, Wii Sports is the highest selling game of all time, which a lot of people think is like a bit of a cop out because it came with the Wii.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, you couldn't buy a Wii and not get Wii
Oh.
Sports.
Okay.
Because Wii Sports essentially, like,
It's a good game though.
in theory, is just like a tester for like
To get
this
you
is
on the
what the motion
controls.
controls are.
Oh.
Except everyone was like, yeah, this shit is.
That was it.
great.
Yeah, it was
I don't need
fantastic.
another game. I've
Well,
got-
you
I've got
genuinely
tennis.
didn't. Like a lot of the other
I
games,
don't think I played another one.
I think we played FIFA. We have Mario Kart, and you use like a steering wheel and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mario
yeah,
Kart,
yeah.
that's-
What else
we
was there?
had-
We had Pokemon, but that was basically just like playing it on a DS
Yeah, there's no.
on a
yeah.
fucking 40-inch screen.
I had a really good TMNT movie
Teenage
game.
Mutant Ninja Turtles. You used to
Do
play that.
karate and stuff.
Oh
used to
yeah,
play that.
kind of.
Quite fun.
Yeah.
There was
But
like
the
a
thing
2K.
with-
You
Yeah,
could play
yeah,
2K
yeah.
and shit. That was a
There's a
hang.
bit of
I
Call of
think-
Duty as
I
well.
You
think
could play
NBA
cricket. That was shit.
I think NBA Jam is good on it because it's more like animated and you're like
Yeah, okay.
throwing it up and
I
stuff.
feel like NBA Jam is one of the most overrated games in the world.
Ever?
Yeah.
You know when like, everyone had it on their iPod Touch?
Yeah, it's just basically just spam the buttons and everyone's basically on. I don't know. Anyway, let's not get into
But
that.
the thing I love about Wii Sports, and hopefully the Nintendo one is the same. It was a game that anyone could play. Like our grandparents used to come over.
Yeah.
Like
Like not well, obviously. They didn't play it well, but they played it.
It was a fan-
yeah, but they could just
attendance was key.
have a hit, play some golf.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That is a good point.
Alright.
Name me one other game that's been able to do that since.
That's Nan's played. Oh, cards.
Yeah, interesting. Well, so anyway, so we asked the people of Perth, did you own Wii Sports?
And
A whopping 93% of people owned Wii Sports. There's
Did they
7% of people didn't.
I wonder.
I wonder if they had a. Oh no, they couldn't have had a Wii.
But they've played it elsewhere. Based on the results, they've definitely played it elsewhere. So everyone seems to have touched a bit of Wii Sports in their time,
Yeah, baby.
which is quite exciting. Which leads us to the question, what was your favourite game on Wii Sports? Junior, what was your actual favourite game?
Oof, you've got me there, J-Mac. The coolest part about that kind of stuff, because I really like bowling and tennis. They were my two. They were my
Yeah.
two best. And they also had like the arcade versions,
Yeah.
especially.
Oh,
of
you could
bowling.
hold like a specific button and
Yeah,
you could
you
play
get
on a
like a
blue
cool-
court.
Yeah, you get cool coloured ball as well.
No, that's if you were pro.
That's if
Remember?
you're a pro.
If you got like 1,000 points, you were a pro game.
And you could play on the blue courts of tennis if you
yeah,
held
if
down.
you
like-
held down the
I think I just said
right
that.
button, you could play on the blue training courts.
that's
Yeah.
But there was also the
If you missed 15 seconds ago when I said it,
yeah.
Joe just said it again.
There's also the ones where it was like with the like with the bowling.
Yeah.
That one where you would start off with the normal 10 pin and it would get
Oh,
bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And there was like
It's
this
a
little
100 pin.
Do you remember there was a cheat that you could do
I don't
when you
remember
get to
this.
the one where there's like 100 pins?
Yeah.
Or it might even be more.
Mm-hmm.
You can like if you balance it right, you can go across to the end of like the gutter thing. And it's like a wall thing on the side, and you could roll it down there, and
Yeah.
it like hits something on the bag, and they all just fall over.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. I do remember like when you ruined the stroke of like rolling the ball down and it went behind.
Oh,
and
there
it,
you go.
and it would roll and everyone jumps up like,
Jumps up.
whoa, whoa.
Luke Jackson actually has a funny TikTok about that.
Really?
Have you seen it?
Oh, I actually have. We
Yeah.
will steal that and share that. That's funny. Joe, what is your favorite game?
Yeah, my favorite was probably bowling.
Yep.
I really like bowling because
The Pro Bowls seem to have a different
Oh,
vibe to
they
them.
would get. Well, that's the thing.
They
The
went
Pro
way
Bowls had
quicker.
spin on it. I
Yeah.
feel like, and so I would
Didn't
often
always want that.
yeah,
though.
you'd get to pro and then I'd get back down. But I loved the whole like strike turkey, strike stuff like that. Like not to
Yeah.
flex, but I did get a turkey a couple times.
What a guy.
But I feel like baseball was like an underrated one.
It's no surprises to
One time
anyone.
I turned up and hit like fucking 9 home runs in one game. It was sick.
This guy.
But
this
do you
motherfucker.
guys remember? I used to be a blast from the past. The funny video of me doing that boxing challenge.
Yeah, I do. I was
That's
gonna
on our
mention that.
second
That's
YouTube
on our
account.
old YouTube account. Holy
Yeah.
And it's still live.
Yeah, it is.
So what it
We
is
should leave
is-
it up just in case someone finds it one
So
day.
I was filming on my like iPod 4, like
Yeah.
the one with the camera or whatever,
Yeah.
and I think we had a friend over,
Just tell me, mate.
and and Riley was
Go on, Hank.
playing. He was like trying to do. It was
a
like
high
some.
score of how many
It was like a
bags you hit
boxing
down.
challenge thing, and
Yeah.
he was doing it, and I like he was just like absolutely like spamming the shit out of
It's
him,
like he had Tourette's.
going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Bloke
and he was
wasn't
like
well.
making noises and stuff. And then he turns around and sees that I'm filming.
Yeah, we'll share the video. It's proper top notch material.
That's
innit?
content, baby.
We should play. What we should do is we should genuinely play a Wii Sports competition. We could make this 2022's March Madness. We do a Wii Sports comp.
I like it.
What do you think?
Yeah, it'll happen.
We
yeah.
locking it in? It's not going to be very fun to film, mind you. The last one wasn't either, but
We
yeah.
spruced it up.
we'll do it. All right, we're doing that. We'll do March Madness this year, Wii Sports edition with the old retro,
The retro one.
the retro Wii Sports. I enjoyed golf. Golf was my favorite.
Golf
I
is
have-
really hard.
I have nothing else to add. Yeah, you had to be very finicky with your putting,
Yeah.
which seems to still live in the back of my mind when I'm out on the greens now. Junior boy, what sort of results? What sort of
What are the people saying?
yeah? What do the people say? So
My favourite result, my favourite ride-in was from a bloke named Jaden. Jaden Maraska.
Jaden Maraska. Shout out to Jaden Maraska.
Muzza said, it's got to be tennis. That's his favourite. He said those sound effects of hitting the ball will live in his head forever.
Yeah, and when you hit the ball and it was like
Yeah.
a speedy hit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they really
Oh.
nailed it.
No one could. You could
can hit it
could you
back.
stop a speedy hit?
You
On a
could.
serve. Nah, it's hard.
Real
I
hard.
used to-
Your reflexes have to be pretty intense.
Yeah.
Um,
That hit is
T Carno 6 goes bowling. Not necessarily because of the game, because of an experience. He says, once the controller slipped out of my hand and it went through our telly, so we got a new telly. And that telly was better, so it was definitely worth getting in trouble over.
Worth the investment.
That might have been. He might have been one of the first before they rolled out the
Well,
band.
I think the
I think
band,
the bands
the
are
band
always
was always
around.
on them, and they used to get a specific
You get the warning.
warning before you even turn the thing on. It was just that was the first screen. It was like, make sure you're wearing your band.
Damn.
Bit wanky, innit? And you used to wear like the massive. So the actual
The fucking
control,
rubber thing?
the
Yeah,
controller
the
was the controller was not that much bigger than a Wii. What's the other thing you played? Nintendo Switch controller.
Yeah, they're really sleek.
but they've got
nice
this
little
massive
rectangle.
like plastic dildo-esque thing covering your Wii remote, which is probably just not required. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
know,
was
'cause
not
it's like-
stopping TVs. Like that little bit of rubber is not going to
Made the thing way heavier, in my opinion, as well. There was a lot of
Yeah,
silicon.
I'm very. I mean, we don't have case on our phones, so
Yeah.
like I hate like you get something you design it
same,
nice,
yeah.
and then it's like we're gonna put this fucking giant rubber thing on it.
Yeah.
Get your head
Yeah,
out. Of,
Joey.
get your head out of the gutter.
Next.
Anyway, so I got I got Sam Ryan. So he goes baseball because it doesn't take too long, and the satisfaction of hitting a home run hits different.
There wasn't 9 innings. There was only, 3 innings in baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other team was usually pretty bad.
The coolest part was,
Fastball.
the coolest part I loved about the baseball is when you have like a lot of characters, like me characters.
Oh,
They're
and they're
the
on the lineup.
And you find out who's on your team and who's on the other team, and it's just like the CPUs, obviously.
that's
But it's
cool.
like
I did
I
enjoy
got Jake
that.
on my team, Mum's on the other team,
Yeah.
Dad's on our team. That was fun.
And when they used to come up, you were like, oh, Dad's no good at hitting the ball.
Yeah.
I'm sure it didn't matter.
Nah.
Yeah, no, but you definitely like in your head, you're like,
Oh, you
yeah,
should.
this guy
He loves a
sucks.
fastball.
I
Really
don't
not
want-
good around the curveballs.
Yeah, but
With
yeah, the
absolutely no historical data to
the
go
like
off.
crowd going nuts when you hit a home run. Oh, bases loaded. God, that feels good.
I feel like the noise that came with Wii Sports was arguably the most iconic as well. Like when whoever voiced it,
Oh,
What a
we
fantastic-
need him on the pod.
what a fantastic voice.
Oh, they're like nice throw.
that was very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, do strike.
Strike.
Wait,
What's another one he can do?
You're out.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, Joey.
No run. Oh,
Guys-
single.
Single.
Do you remember single?
Double.
Yeah.
He's losing it a little bit, but I just
No, it's not bad. I don't mind that. Even
cool.
the music,
practice.
the music that
Well,
went
yeah,
along
the
with
yeah,
Nintendo.
that
The-
game.
The me characters
The
I
Me
really
song
like.
is like
Bro, me characters, the music. Wait, what other thing did you just say? You just said something else. That speaking voice, like they're big memes. Like
Yeah,
even today.
because every single like fucking person in the
Every
world
person, that's the
played the
point.
game.
Yeah, it's relatable.
It was fantastic. I'm excited. Do you think they'll run out the same guy with the voices?
Same music.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Same guy. I think they'll have to do a refresh music, but I don't think it'll be too different.
Yeah, I don't remember there was music in the trailer, but it was like one of those things to like Nintendo have these big announcement things, And everyone's like, oh,
Do they?
Yeah.
What, like Steve Jobs? Their equivalent to Steve Jobs gets up there and goes,
Yeah, basically.
Nintendo DS 17.
Yeah, they like release like these are all the games that are coming out this year.
That's
and it's
cool.
like everyone's like, oh, new Zelda, new Mario, like it's gonna be lit. But yeah, new Wii Sports, no one saw it coming.
Yeah,
Safe to say I'm not watching any of those things.
Yeah.
Am I, mate? Nah.
need.
Oh. All right, boys.
I just saw without the lyrics, but that's the Neighbours theme song.
It sounds a bit spooky, doesn't it? It's a bit October.
it's
October Halloween.
it's yeah, the melody of it is great and iconic, but I don't know this bit.
Without the melody.
This is more like it. The everybody needs good neighbours. That bit.
They'll be there for one.
So so we spoke about Neighbours last week. They've been axed, they've been cancelled, they've been brought off the air.
Yeah, has that been confirmed or is that just a rumor?
No, it's like pretty sure it's happening unless people like
actively
apparently
start talking about it on their podcast
Exactly,
across the
yeah.
nation.
So that's why we're becoming a Neighbours cast. We're doing weekly Neighbours recap. So a lot of stuff happened on Ramsey Street this week, and we're going to be talking about it now.
Yeah, what do they call it? The rewatchables. We're going to do a rewatchables for
yeah.
every single episode of Neighbours that ever
Yeah, and what we're
occurred.
going to do, this is what will make it different. We go to one of our neighbours' house uninvited, and we ask them about the show.
No, what we're actually going to do, we teased it last week, we're going to play a game. We can't genuinely decipher Home and Away or Neighbours, who appeared on what.
Very similar.
I mentioned the game we're playing with Mum beforehand.
Mummy.
And she was saying that she was like, I was like cringing when you guys were talking about characters from the wrong
good.
show.
Tune out, Mum, for the next 5 to 10. Probably tune out. This is going to be quite a wild ride.
Yeah,
so
so-
today, Joe, you've set up, what, 7 questions? 5 questions?
Yeah, I got 7 questions. We can go 5 and then
Probably the best.
see what
Yeah.
the stakes are
Yeah,
looking.
because my ears will probably start bleeding.
But yeah, so Mum thought we didn't know enough about Neighbours at Home and Away. We're going to prove her wrong. All right, boys?
All right. So yeah, we're going to go Jake v Junior Boy.
Yeah.
Your buzzers are your names.
Yep.
First person in gets the vote. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you lose a point. Easy.
You lose a point.
You lose a point. Yeah, we're not here to fuck around.
So you can give me our negatives.
You can.
Yeah, and you probably will, actually. All
And let's be
right.
honest, anyone who's watched Neighbours, they know what a negative feels like.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. All right, question number 1.
That was a good one, Jake.
Which show has more episodes?
Riley.
Yep.
Home and Away.
I'm getting in after him and going Neighbours.
All right. Well, it's a 50-50, so Jake's right. And Riley's wrong, so Jake's on 1. Jake's on 1 and Riley's on -1.
Is that how we're doing it?
Maybe let's not do it.
So yeah, Jake's on 1, Riley's on 0 so far. Okay, so Neighbours has 5,955 episodes,
That's a lot.
and Home and Away has 5,805.
So what's the difference?
20
20
150
episodes.
episodes, yeah.
Well, that's
Which is
fun
like-
cool
that's
in the
quite-
scheme of
Yeah,
things.
which is a lot for a normal show.
Yeah.
Most shows don't have that many episodes at all.
6,000
Yeah,
out.
that's bad, man.
Let alone for halfway on 150 was a real nail biter.
Yeah.
All right, question number 2. In what decade did both of the shows start? So they both started in the same decade. Which was it?
Jake.
Yep.
1970.
Incorrect. Riley?
Wait, so there's 1,000. How many episodes?
5,000.
52. 1 a week.
No, there's 5 a week. It's 1 a day.
Can I do the math to figure this out? Yeah, this is a perfect time for thinking music, Jake. Because you know what I'm doing?
Get on
Doing
with
math.
it. Get on with it.
Well, you said 70s.
Yep.
I'm gonna lock in the 60s.
No, it's the 80s.
I would have gone 60s as well. I definitely would have gone. I would have gone 70s, 60s. They're banging out the air.
50s, bro. 5 a
Yeah,
week.
there's 5 a week. That's like
That's a grind.
There's
50 weeks.
250 a year.
Yeah, but they probably didn't start. They didn't start.
250 a year.
Yeah, give or
No,
take.
no fucking shit. The show's so bad. Man.
I know, dude. How are they
You
writing
can't-
this?
Imagine
stuff?
if we did a podcast
Every
today.
day. We do one a week and it's terrible. Like, this is the shit we're doing to fill the air.
Always good to put your own podcast. 40 minutes into episode 73.
Yeah, so.
Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Yeah,
Oh,
if you're a Friday fiend, be sure to share it
We have fun.
on your socials. Tell your
So-
friends. Tell your friends.
Home and Away started in 1988 and Neighbours started in 1985.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, question number 3.
So is there a bit of copycat syndrome?
Well, that could be revealed in latter
Oh,
trivia facts.
shit.
that I've
Let's
learned.
go.
Question number 3. So both shows are obviously jam-packed full of drama. A lot
Yeah.
of high-stakes events happening.
They love that.
A lot of deaths on both shows.
Yeah. what?
Which show has more deaths?
Riley. Neighbours.
Home and away.
Home and Away.
Bang. Home and away, man. Home and away.
250 episodes to kill more people. And
Nah,
they didn't do it.
nah. Home and away is very
Violent.
toxic, man.
Oh, that's
Neighbours
true.
is a bit more old people getting around, just trying to survive. You've got Alf. You've got that other old chick who works in
the shop.
Yeah, the old-
a shop.
the
I
oldie,
feel like they
yeah.
both
The
have
one
shops.
is really like surfer boy drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got the gangsters. Like, people
Yeah,
go to
it's sex,
prison in
drug,
Home
and
Away.
drugs and rock and roll at Home and Away.
So, do you want to have a... So, Home and
Do we
Away's
have
got
death count?
more. How many do you reckon? This is not for points. This is just for fun.
200.
Oh, we're having so much of it. What was the question? How many
deaths
how many
in Home and
deaths
Away?
in 5,000 episodes?
Yeah.
That seems way overs. You can't be killing off that many people, can you?
200. That's one every.
This is in Home and Away.
Yeah, I'll lock in 200.
Not everyone would die. Some people would just leave the place. I'll say, is it the highest without going over? I'll go 146.
Yeah, okay. So, Home and Away, 113.
Okay.
And the
Still a
Neighbours,
lot,
only
man.
55.
That's still a lot.
It's not.
55.
That's one every 1,000 episodes.
Bro, we've all watched
No.
Scrubs. Scrubs went around for nine
Yeah,
nine
that's
good
about a
seasons.
hospital. People
Not,
die.
I don't think that many people died in Scrubs.
It was also on for 10 years. Neighbours has been on for
30.
40 if you started in
You
the
broke down
80s.
the math. I think Neighbours would still, in their first 9 years of running. Anyway.
Nah, they just need to get rid of characters. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
You know, 28,000 people have worked on Neighbours.
Spoiler for the fourth
That's a lot of
question.
people they got to kill.
Let's go. Next one.
All right, question 4. A lot of the famous Aussie...
Who's winning? Can we get a score?
So Jake's on 2, Riley's on 0.
And we've had 3 questions?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so famous Aussie shows, they love a guest appearance. Which show had Sia, Ed Sheeran, and John Farn?
Jake,
Riley.
Jake,
Home and Away.
it was Home and Away.
Nah,
I got the clout, man.
I know my shit. Let's go. Have you got 7?
Yeah, I got 7.
do best
We
of 7.
we can
I
go
could
7.
draw this bitch.
All right, question number 5. Who is the longest running character on either show?
Riley.
Jake or
Riley?
Johnny Ruffo. Nah, Alf.
Alf, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which one's Alf? Alf's in.
Alf's the guy, the old guy.
Yeah,
The
I
old
gathered.
guy.
I gathered
Oh,
that.
He's in Home and Away, so he's been there since day one.
Who's the one from Neighbours?
Is he
That's
still
old, the old guy.
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
What's his name?
I actually don't know what Alf looks like. I just heard Jake say Alf before. It sounds like an old person name. Is it AOF?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just live Googling Alf.
Oh,
That's
I don't
not
know.
Alf. That's, I don't know what that
That's the
is.
thing I was talking about last week.
I don't remember that.
It's a good callback.
I don't remember
For all
that.
those who are catching up, they're loving this shit.
All right. Yeah, I
Alright,
think that's
can
very.
Can I move on to the next question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you are in fact loving this shit, whew,
5-star review. Apple Phone
Yeah.
and Spotify. Oh, Alf. Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
yeah. What's the one on Home and Away called? Alf's
He's
a
on
hell
Home and
road.
Away.
cunt.
Alf's home.
Ralph's the sort of bloke who would like jump you in the pub just for giving him the wrong
Yeah.
look.
Bro,
He'd
to
he'd
survive-
looking at what the fuck you looking at, and then you two would be in the alleyway. He'd be
Yeah,
like
he's
trying to
res-
start his pacemaker.
he's responsible for half of the deaths in Home and Away.
Oh no, that can't. This sorry, this mate. Have a look at this man. He's got
He's got a lot going on.
I
Like-
might have read what's this guy's name?
cerebral Sally maybe.
I don't know. What someone from Neighbours has been married 5 times apparently.
His
Wow.
name's Ralph.
Yeah.
It's Alf and Ralph.
No.
Oh fuck.
All right.
That
next
guy looks
question.
terrible. Like he looks unwell,
Yeah, he's-
visibly
He's
unwell.
dying, man. He might already be, to be honest.
They didn't have to kill him off. He just died.
On screen.
Yeah. Saved a lot of budget.
It's free. It's a free writing session.
The writers all high-fiving
Oh,
him.
he's improving.
Take a week off.
He's such a good actor. Look at Ralph go. Look at him go. What is his name? He's fucking butt ugly, man. I've put shit. Look at that photo. I have seen stuff come out of me that looks better than that. Have a look at that man. Look at him. Honestly, I could try so hard to look a little bit unwell, and I could not. I could never look as bad as that.
Oh my god! All right,
We'll share that on
moving
YouTube.
Moving on.
What? Yeah, get that man's name. He looks like he needs.
All right,
exercise.
question number 6.
Oh, we're still going. Okay.
Which show has the highest IMDb rating?
Riley.
Fuck me, as if they're on every episode's an IMDb.
Yeah.
5,000 episodes.
Yeah.
Get a life.
Alright, I'm gonna go Home and Away just because I think it has more like clout.
Highest rated.
Yeah.
It's got to be. He gets
Both
the
think Home
points.
and Away?
I might as well
I
go.
think those Ed
Neighbours.
Sheeran episodes must be getting 10.
Incorrect. It's Neighbours. Neighbours is better apparently. Neighbours got a 5.4 and
Oh.
Home and Away's got a 5.1.
Shit.
Although I did see.
I wouldn't write
How
about.
can you have a show that runs for 40 years and be getting 5s?
P's get
No,
degrees?
no, this is if you rate the entire show.
Yeah, but
So
still.
yeah, that's
Because
still
there
an
was
accurate
one Home and
represent-
Away episode that had
Huh?
a 9.3.
What happened? Ralph died.
Yeah, I'll fucking kick the box.
Sad to see you go,
I
Ralph.
don't know. The description was like, "Oh, drama strikes Summer Bay as something happens."
Oh,
And you know-
like every other Tuesday.
Yeah, you know the shows. They don't give the episodes titles; they're just numbers.
You don't
Oh.
have time to give them titles when
Yeah.
you're banging out 5 a
Although-
week.
For Neighbours, in between 2004 and like 2008 or something, they did have titles.
Right.
There's like
New show.
hundreds of them, I guess. 'Cause they-
Crazy.
Oh boy.
All right,
Alright.
score is now I can't lose. 4 plays 1.
It's 3-1.
4-1. Give me a point for that one. I said Neighbours.
No, you both said Home and Away.
I said
Yeah, we said
Neighbours.
Home and Away.
Okay, the last question.
Cheating.
Which show was originally axed 8 months after its first airing
Riley.
and then bought by another channel? Yep,
It's gotta be Neighbours.
it was Neighbours, yes.
Who's every answer Neighbours?
What? Who was it? Who? We've only got fucking 4 channels out here.
Yeah, so Neighbours was originally screened on Channel 7 until it was axed after 8 months.
So they went back to back. They went
Yeah,
Neighbours.
and then Channel 10 bought the rights. Channel 7 also destroyed every single set so that Channel 10 couldn't use them, so they had to rebuild the sets.
Oh lord. And,
And
then they went on. Did
And then,
Home
yeah,
and
and
Away.
then 3 years later, or 2 years later, they made Home and Away, which is essentially the same show.
Wow. Channel 7. Shit in the bed.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, man.
Well, that was great fun.
So yeah, Jake wins. And
Yeah.
we did pretty well, I thought, on the questions.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'm
good.
glad
I'm in
they
on
were.
the
I'm
answers.
glad they're all 50-50s because if it was like name 3 characters,
Oh boy.
you would be here a while. All right, boys. So we've had our fun tonight.
Yeah, baby.
And now it's time for one of our favourite segments that we do each and every week. It's time for our Everyday Hero. Now, this week, Joe, I think we'll palm it off to you. This one is a Fremantle local, I'm hearing.
Yep.
She was one of the... she's no longer with us. Not through any fault of ours. You're making it sound like we were involved. Yeah, well, you know.
All right.
You always
I'll take over.
You
I'll
always
take the
speak.
reins.
You notice you always speak nicer about people who have passed away.
Yeah, like Gunther and Fred.
Don't rehash. Don't rehash. That is an old game. Well, many an episode ago. For those, we've got a fair few of you who are catching up from quite a long way back to get to now. If you did listen to the Friends reunion episode, we did make a few statements about the bloke who played Gunther, and we stated that he wasn't looking too flash. He wasn't looking as healthy and as fit as he once was.
No.
It turns out he had cancer. We were unaware of that at the time. Stop laughing. It's not very nice. We were unaware of that at the time, and he has since passed away again, not through any fault of our own.
But yeah, of course, we didn't mean any harm to our big man Gunther.
No,
Lovely
not at all.
man.
I
Great
don't
character.
think he caught the episode either. I know. No, don't. That's not what I meant. I meant
but
like,
obviously,
I knew he listened. I think he was doing season 1. I don't think he caught up to season 2,
Just because.
and he won't hear it now. Anyway.
He's a great
But
actor.
yeah, basically what we're
even
saying
better
is
character.
that we
and-
didn't realize he was unwell at the time, and then he passed, and then we felt bad about making comments about his opinion.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
made a TikTok and we deleted it.
Yeah. So we got on now. We're doing a public apology, and it's very sympathetic.
Rest in peace to a great man, great actor, but an even better friend. Didn't know where I was going with that.
Okay, we good. We good.
Yeah, we good.
Public apologies out of the way.
I'm pretty good at it.
All right. This week on the MacPack Podcast, episode 73 of the MacPack Podcast. Let's do it again. We got one of our favorite segments we do each and every week. It's time for our Everyday Hero, Joe. Good luck. Take it away.
Yeah, so this week's everyday hero, she's a Freo local.
Yeah.
She's a Freo hero.
She was, yeah.
She lived down at the ports.
Correct.
Now, if you go to the ports now, all you're going to see is a bunch of shipping containers,
Yeah.
essentially. That's all it is. Big, it's a port town.
A lot of import-export going on.
Yeah.
They import and they export
But
in the port.
there's a little house in the port that's been there since...
Fuck knows.
Yeah, since forever, essentially.
The dawn of time, 1950.
Yeah, there's a little house there surrounded by all the like industrial port stuff.
Yep.
And this house, it's essentially like Mr. Fredrickson.
Yeah, it is
in
from
Up.
Up. Yeah.
So he loves his house. All the big businessmen want to take the house because they need it for
Correct.
the
Yeah.
land or whatever, and they're offering them insane amounts of money. And essentially, he's just like, no, like get fucked. I like my house.
Yeah.
Too bad. So this her name was Carmel Mullally. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but Carmel Mullally.
Probably not.
She was offered $5,800 in 1967. So a lot of money at the time, I'm guessing. And they slowly upped that over the next couple of years.
Yep.
Until eventually they were offering her like quite a large amount of money for like this tiny house.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind how small. I don't know if anyone. We've got obviously a lot of international listeners and national listeners who would probably have next to no idea who we're talking about. So we will share it on our Instagram account. But even if you just Google,
It's like a 3x3 house.
Yeah, it's-
tiny.
It's tiny.
and it's
and
like
not
next to
3
all
bedroom
these-
by 3 bathroom. He means like 3
3
meters
meters.
by 3 meters.
And it's like surrounded by
I've got-
literally thousands, probably millions of sea containers, forklifts.
yeah, it's
it is
not
just
it's not very
grounds
nice.
of, import, export.
Anyway,
But she was offered tons of money, and she was just no, I'm not selling. She
was
had
sticking it to the man.
she had little signs that she would write on the wall saying so help save me from the Port Authority.
yeah, she
'cause
like
they were
graffitied
just-
her own house essentially.
Yeah, because she was just sticking it to him. Yeah, and she never sold the house.
Never sold it.
She passed away. I'm not exactly sure when.
Friday, I believe it
11th
was
of
Friday.
February.
Yeah, most recent
okay,
Friday. that's
very
just
recently.
passed, yeah.
And obviously, so she wanted to keep the house for, I'm assuming, like family memories. Love she grew up
Yeah.
there. Kids
And you
grew
don't
up
really
there,
want to move
whatever.
when you're 90 years old, or however old she was,
Yeah.
80 years old.
So, since her passing, her family has received $4,500 for the property.
Yeah.
And I believe they're going to keep it in
Which isn't a
Wait,
huge
4,000?
400,
450,000. Sorry.
which isn't much money at all. But again, I can't stress to you. I think this room that we record in would almost be larger
bigger
than
than the house.
her place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe they're going to keep it in the condition.
Yeah,
that
I've
it's
heard
in.
that whoever bought it, the local government bought it off
Yeah.
her, has decided that fuck it, we're gonna
Didn't-
keep it and we're gonna list it as like a heritage.
A heritage
There's
site.
so many heritage
Yeah.
sites in Freo, and a lot of them are pretty shit and don't really mean much to a lot of people.
Which means they're never allowed to touch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't make
exactly,
any you can't make any modifications to it, and I
But-
believe that this is the case with this.
I
place
believe
as
so,
well.
yeah. So this house is, it's going to stay there forever. It's something that, you drive past, like, on the way to the beach
Yeah.
or whatever, and you see it, and you just think, like,
That chick's in there.
she stood up for what she wanted. She wasn't getting pushed around by, like,
By the big guys.
Big bully.
the big bullies. Yeah, she stood up for what she believed in. She's, like, a real-life hero. It's basically, like, the castle,
Yeah,
but in real life, Just
Exactly.
a true, like, Aussie Perth icon. It's so cool. Like, I would always drive past, like, that's, like, our
That's our
Yeah.
version of like the classic like folks
what was her name? First
story.
name?
Carmel.
Carmel. So this week, episode 73's Everyday Hero goes to Carmel. for standing up for what she believes in, not being pushed around by the little man, and most importantly, not making decisions based on a cachet.
Exactly.
There's bigger things out there, gang.
There you go.
And that's why Carmel wins episode 73's Everyday Hero. All right, boys, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild app.
Yeah.
We kind of went demon mode.
If we're still on air next year, we might get cancelled by who
By
knows.
someone.
Oh,
Mom,
we
maybe.
potted a few crews tonight, so I think got a few targets on our back.
We have fun.
We have fun. We have such a good time. We hope you have enjoyed this week's episode of the MacPack podcast.
Yeah.
If you are enjoying, if you did have a laugh or a smirk or any of them,
Just a smirk. A smirk's good enough.
yeah, smirk, that'd be fine.
Well, you know when you do like, breathe out your nose?
Yeah,
They're
that's
the
what
best.
that.
They're the best.
We hear a few people do like quite public laughing. I've heard we've had a few messages saying people are laughing on the trains and on the buses and at their work desks.
Oh,
That's
that's
fun
nice.
because, like, you know,
That's cute. That's a
laughing
bit-
is like it's the best feeling in the world.
There's no better feeling than laughing when you shouldn't laugh either. Like
Oh,
when
yeah, like earlier.
Yeah.
Everyday hero.
yeah, that's always a good
Yeah.
time. But yeah, if you are enjoying the podcast, make sure that you do just share it with your mates. That helps us more than anything else. You can rate and you can comment and you can do all that bullshit. But fuck it, if you just text your best mate and go, hey, these guys are beyond insensitive and I think you'd enjoy it. Yeah, that means the absolute world to us. Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Always is.
Until we do so this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to
Go give your mama a hug.
it's shuffle now, but not forever.